Dun 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 dun. The captain's back again. We got another video today. The news is just pouring out, guys. So remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can get all these when I post them. Because I'll keep you up to date on all the news. As soon as I see it, I'll make you a video and we'll stay up to date together and figure out what's going on in the world of magic. So, what's on the. I've already had Modern Horizons, right? Now we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. Dun 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 dun. Probably one of the most exciting things that I've heard in Magic the Gathering. Now, I'm not real big on crossover sets, guys. I'm really not. But I'm a big D&D fan, and I am so stoked for this set that I cannot tell you. Like, I'm more stoked for Dungeons and Dragons than I am for Modern Horizons 2. And that might be blasphemy in some people's minds, and I'm real close to understanding that. I really am. I'm so stoked and ready for some D&D action, guys, in Magic. Not so much Colonial Marines, in Warhammer 40K action. But D&D, oh, I'm in there, baby. So, with that said, we already went through the like and subscribe. Remember, tell your friends and family. Check out the Modern Horizons 2 video. There's some sweet information in there about how to get a free Fable passage from your local LGS um, by spending $50. Not only should you do that because a free Fable passage in the old foiling and all that stuff is sweet, but supporting your local game store is the way to go, and we do appreciate it. And remember, buy singles. So let's get started with the sweet D&D action. So first thing we'll do, we'll go through some basic lands. You can see here, this is the D&D symbol. And here we have what the basic forest will look like. All the lands are pretty much just your basic forest with some flavor text, which lands normally don't have. So this one says, before the elf queen will aid you, you must find a way to cure the strange rot afflicting the roots of the ancient trees. Boy, does that not sound like a D&D adventure quest waiting to pop off or what? So beautiful. Art looks good too. I'm really satisfied with that. So we'll move on to the next one, and we have the mountain. Here it says, as you make camp near the ancient ruin, you hear the sound of drums echoing in halls where no dwarf has lived in generations. Again, really sets the whole D&D setting for me. The art looks fantastic with the light through the window thing here. Oh, just beautiful. Imagine this in foil. Oh, so nice. So move on to the next one. We have the swamp, and this thing is gorgeous. I mean, you expected to meet hostile drow in this ancient ruin, but they fled long ago. What darkness could have driven them out? Oh, it just takes me back to the whole sitting around a table with my friends and getting all climatic and all dramified playing D&D. Oh, plus the picture's awesome. This in foil, too sweet. Then move on to the next one. I don't really get this one as far as the island goes. But it says, alarmed by the news that you brought, the storm giant king of the maelstrom has called his kin to council. Um, I mean, it's definitely a D&D trope cue of quest, right? But then the picture's okay, and foil is probably going to be pretty sweet, but I'm just not really seeing how this is an island. I mean, lots of water, tornado, water spout, maybe, kind of thing. Hurricane, I don't know. But, oh well, I mean, I'm still digging it, just because of the quote. And then this, oh, this is just so beautiful. Venturing beneath the desert sands, you've discovered an alien power pulsing with inconceivable energy. This is sweet. Although I don't really see how this is a plains. Um, sands, I get it. Desert kind of plains. It looks almost like, the drow for the Underdark or whatever. Um, although I don't think they would really like having a giant sun floating above their city. But I think I would really like to see more of a Forgotten Realms like plains setting. Um, I don't know, maybe the High Moor. I mean, that's not really a plains either, but you know what I'm going for there. Something above the ground, because the other stuff's kind of off ground. Didn't really have a picture of the actual D&D lands. But who knows? Maybe the land cycle will actually be something that's like more iconic and more, Forgotten Realms based as far as things in the world. Like maybe there'll be Elminster's Tower, maybe there'll be Waterdeep. Oh, just I'm so excited. I just can't stress it enough. So moving on with the D&D spoilers, we have this here. We have a nice little uncommon called the Prosperous Innkeeper. It's a green and a colorless. It's a halfling citizen. Ugh, but still my beating heart, a halfling. A halfling card. So 1/1, when Prosperous Innkeeper enters the battlefield, create a treasure token, which is sweet. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. So this is not a bad card. It's got, semi ramp, pseudo ramp, whatever you want to call it for mana. It helps you gain life. It's only two. It's only 2 mana for a 2-drop. It's a 1/1. Maybe there'd be a halfling lord or something. That'd be hilarious. I'm the lord of the halflings. They all get +1/+1. Da, 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 da. It'd be hilarious. But not a bad card. I do like the picture, the art. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be hard to find something I don't like in this. I'm just such a fanboy for D&D. Vorpal Sword. Check this out. So 1 black for an artifact equipment, 2 black to equip. Equipped creature has +2/+0 and has Death Touch. Fantastic. It's rare. Now, for 5 and 3 black, 8 mana, until end of turn, Vorpal Sword gains. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Now, I've already seen a couple people talk about how this is a really bad mechanic and it's and this and that and the other. It's 8 mana, and with the theme of D&D, it's a Vorpal Sword. You pay 8 mana, basically you're saying, hey, if I hit you with this, I'm rolling a 20 and I'm taking your head, just like in the picture, which means I win. Because when's the last time you vorped somebody in D&D and they're like, haha, I still have 1 hit point. No, no, no. I don't care about your hit points. I just vorped you. You are done. So I really like this. I like the mechanic. Will the 8 mana kill your opponent be annoying? Sometimes. But let's be honest. If you got to the point where you have this equipment and they have a creature and they've equipped it to their creature and they spent 8 mana to vorp you, they were already winning the game anyway. Because if they do it in 1 turn, that means they had 5, 6, 7, 8 mana plus 2 to equip is 10 mana in 1 turn. And if the creature has haste, extra mana for the haste creature. So I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. And it's really a Vorpal Sword, so I like it. I like it a lot. So, moving on. Next, we have the infamous Portable Hole. This thing is hilarious. And what's really funny about Portable Holes is everybody always like, oh, I store stuff in my Portable Hole, la la la. This is really what the Portable Hole does. Like, for 1 white, enters the battlefield, you exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less until Portable Hole leaves play. You're basically like, oh, I'm being chased by this dude. Let me throw this on the ground. He falls in it. And he's gone, right? Until you dump the hole back out. It's hilarious. I love it. I love the Portable Hole. I mean, they've already got a Glass Casket for 2 mana that basically does the same thing. So I don't see it being a big deal myself. And also, this is an artifact that's easier to destroy normally than enchantments. So, um, they fall for it every time. Just like I said, I think it's sweet. I love it. I think it's a great call out. I think it's going to see lots of play, especially for 1 white. Um, yeah, fanboy. So, moving on. Da 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 da, Tiamat Raw, the God Dragon. So, as I spoil this, I can hear the commander players in the background slowly touching themselves and drooling. Uh, Tiamat is 5 colors and 2 for a 7/7 flying dragon. Sweet baby Jesus, what a commander. Plus, it says when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names, reveal them, put them into your hands. Sweet baby Jesus, is this the commander of all commanders for a dragon deck? Just, the nostalgia. It's Tiamat. It's ultimate god dragon. And commander players everywhere are just gonna spooge themselves over this. I mean, I don't even play commander. This makes me want to play commander. This is, like I said, big D&D fanboy guys. It's gonna be hard for you guys to be like, this is a bad card. It's in the D&D set. I'm gonna be like, nope, don't care. It's D&D. But this is a great card. It's gonna be great for commander. EDH singleton decks of all shapes and sizes. Like, I just love it. So we'll move on a little bit more. Power word kill. Dun, dun, dun. The wizard's best friend, right? So for a black and a colorless, it's an instant. Destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, and non-dragon. So This is very similar to Go to the Throat, which is very close to being a playable modern card. Although I don't think it's going to be better than anything we currently have in modern right now. But this will be one of the premier kill spells in standard probably, unless the D&D realm comes out with a very high level of dragon, devil, demon, angel deck archetype cards that make this card non-valid. I think this is going to see lots of play. The foil card of this is going to be worth a lot, just like Fatal Push, and this will probably see some modern play because it is better than Go for the Throat, in my personal opinion. Because especially in modern, how many angels, demons, devils, and dragons are actually played? Honestly, not many. And for 2 mana, it just kills anything. Now, I still think Fatal Push is better. Lightning Bolt is probably more universal. But this is really close, guys, to being that powerful modern card that everybody's been looking for. So just keep an eye on it. So, with that said, guys, that's the spoilers for D&D. Hopefully they don't start backing these up back to back like this. I don't think they will. Um, some of the packaging has been spoiled. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, although the packaging is so sweet. Maybe I'll come back later and talk about that if you guys really want me to. But here's the card so far today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, get down to your local LGS, pick up your sweet Fabled Passage, support your local stores. Let's make a better gaming environment. Let's start playing again together like normal human beings. And as always, this is your captain speaking. Until the next time, remember, let's be kind. And I'll see you in the next video, guys.